Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will connect to EC2 using SSM. There is a person in here, so the person from outside of AWS try to connect to the EC2, which is reside on private subnet, and the private subnet is in the VPC on AWS. So this connection will fail because there is no way the EC2 is reachable from outside AWS. This is the second sample. So now the person is inside the VPC. What I mean by this is the person is already logged in to AWS. So because he's already logged in and using the SSM that we will set up, so he can connect to the EC2 instance which is on private subnet. I will provide the resource using Terraform. So let's go. All right, this is my code. We will first provision VPC. VPC means Virtual Private Network in AWS. So we will create VPC and then we'll create the subnet. This is the CIDR block of the VPC. I want to enable the DNS support and DNS hostname. And this VPC, we will have a tag named sample VPC. So the resource, the second resource is AWS subnet. This is the private subnet in the previous slide. So this subnet is live on the VPC, this above VPC. And then this other block is smaller than the VPC. The subnet resides at AP Southeast 3A. I only use 1AZ, and then the text is name private subnet. And then I also provision the security group for the VPC endpoint and also the EC2. So the EC2 and the VPC endpoint resides on the same security group. The security group resides on VPC. The name is private SG. And then this is the egress. For the egress, I allow all traffic to the world for all protocol to the world. And then this for the ingress, I allow the traffic from self, from all port to all ports, and then for all protocol, self through. This means that this security group is allowing traffic to itself. And then the name is private SG. Then we will create a VPC endpoint for our demo. For the SSM, we need three services. So the VPC endpoint SSM, and then the SSM message, and then the EC2 message. Okay, for the SSM, this VPC endpoint is at VPC ID, and then the service name is Amazon SSM, which in Jakarta region. And the security group, I use the previous security group. The VPC endpoint type is interface. Basically, if you are using S3 or DynamoDB, you will get a gateway endpoint. But here, I use interface endpoint. And then the subnet ID, I make sure that the VPC endpoint and the EC2 will be on the same private subnet. This is the text, and I want to enable the private DNS. For the SSM message, basically it's the same with above. It's the difference is on the service name because in the domain here I use SSM messages. The rest is the same. And also for the EC2 messages, all the same except the service name. I use EC2 messages in the service name. Okay. So for EC2 itself, first I create the IAM role for EC2. In this IAM role, the principal is EC2, and the action is STS assume role. And then I create a data resources in the Terraform because I want to get the AMI for Amazon Linux 2 in Jakarta region. So there are two filters. The first one is name, specifies that the filter is applied to the AMI's name. And then the value, this one, this define a pattern that the AMI name must match. Okay, so for Amazon AMI HVM, this means prefix that identifies AMIs based on Amazon Linux 2. For this wildcard, this star, wildcard that matches any sequence of characters, allowing for different version or build identifier. This one specifies that DMI is for 64-bit x86 architecture. And this GP2 indicates that the MI use general purpose SSD GP2 for root volume type. The purpose is ensure that only MIs for Amazon Linux 2 with the specified architecture and storage type are considered. And then for the second filter, name owner alias specifies that the filter is applied to the owner alias of the AMI. And these values of Amazon ensures that the AMI owner is Amazon. For the purposes, guarantees that the AMI is provided by Amazon, which is trusted and official. I like the official. And then I create the EC2 instance example using the AMI that's specified above, and then the instance type is t3.micro with the same subnet ID and also with the same security group ID as VPC endpoint. The IAM instance profile is defined above, and the text is example instance. For the providers, I use AP Southeast 3 at Jakarta region. Okay, all good. Let's try to apply this Terraform configuration. Okay, the Terraform has been successfully initialized. So let's type Terraform FMT because I want to format my code. And Terraform apply auto approve. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, so let's wait for a few moments until all of the resources are created. Okay, the resource creation finished. So let's see, we have a lot. The endpoint has been created. SSM endpoint also has been created. And the VPC is also has been created. So let's jump into the AWS console. I'm at my account. So let's click VPC and then here we go. We have a sample VPC with decider that we have specified in previous Terraform configuration. And then this VPC is also has a main root table and main network ACL. So let's go to the endpoints. The endpoints are there. So there are 3 endpoints. It's for SSM, SSM messages, and EC2 messages. So let's check it out on the EC2. Now, here we go. Our EC2 example instance. Instance states are running. So maybe let me explain to you in a great detail. For the instance ID, this is a unique identifier for the EC2 instance. The name given to this instance is example instance. For IPv6 not assigned indicates that this instance does not have an IPv6 address assigned. So this is the host name. It shows the internal DNS host name assigned to this instance, indicating it is within the AP Southeast 3 region. This is at Jakarta region. This one, answer private resource DNS name, indicates whether the instance can resolve DNS names of AWS private resources. It is not configured. Auto assign IP address not assigned. This one indicates that the instance does not have an auto assigned public IP address because that is my intention. So this EC2 instance doesn't have a public IP address. So if you see in here, public IPv4 address is empty, and also public IPv4 DNS is empty. So how do we connect to this EC2 instance? So let's click this and then click connect. Nah, you go to the session manager. If your setup or my setup is succeed, you'll have this connect button in here. So let's click, wait for a moment, and Alhamdulillah, you are now connected to your EC2 instance in the private subnet using SSM. Let's try a few commands like lsminl. Nah, there you go. Alhamdulillah. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.